Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata-sevayā Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana Vrajavadu Vargena Va Kalpita Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Śrī Caitanya-Mahāprabhur Matamidam Tatradharana Para Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for your auspicious presence to read the most auspicious literature, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, on the most auspicious day. Because every day is very, very auspicious. When we get a chance to remember Krishna, that day becomes auspicious. Because Hari is all auspicious, Bhagavatam is all auspicious, and the presence of Vaishnava is all auspicious. Sarva Mangala Hari. Thank you for taking out your time. We are reading Canto 10, Chapter 30, entitled The Gopis Search for Sri Krishna. The Gopis have been searching for the Lord, their master, their shelter, their everything. They're asking birds, have you seen Krishna? Oh Tulasi, you are dearmost to Krishna, have you seen Krishna? Oh the Chataka birds, oh the bale trees, oh the amla trees, have you seen Krishna? They have been asking. Finally they saw the wonderful lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, and they saw all the different 19 symbols on Lord Krishna's lotus feet, or they saw the imprints of those. In the last two classes, we spent great time in understanding in these symptoms, these symbols, and in also understanding that what each symbol means. This is very, very beautiful. So in case you missed the last two classes, the recordings are there. Beautiful meaning on all these, like Barleycorn, Chakra, lotus, Ankusha, flag, Chatra, Vajra. So we spent two classes, one on the right. This is the right feet, which has 11 marks, and this is the left one, which has the 8 marks total, 19 marks on Krishna's lotus feet, and each one has a special meaning. So we discussed all of that in the last two sessions in case you missed. So now we'll move on to the next verse, which is text number 26. Taistai padaistat padvim anvichayan anvichayanto agrato balaha vadva padaisu priktani vilokyartha Sambruvan. Translation and translation by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. The gopis began following Sri Krishna's path, as shown by his many footprints. But when they saw that these princes were thoroughly intermixed with those of his dearmost consort, they became perturbed and spoke as follows. Hare Krishna. So the gopis are following the footsteps of the Supreme Lord. We see that happens in the Damodar Leela also, where Mata Yashoda is following the footsteps, and then she gets to the inside room where Krishna was distributing butter to the monkeys. So it's a very good practice in one way. Govardhan Parikrama we are doing, Vrindavan Parikrama we are doing. We are also actually in one way following Krishna's footsteps, and more importantly, the footsteps of his devotees who show us the path, who guide us the path, who enlighten us. One short story which is coming to my mind in this connection of a spiritual master, won't say his name. It was they were on a parikrama, the group, and they were all bare feet, no shoes, sandals, chappals, and it was not a very clean road. There were a lot of thorns, and sometimes you may find in India like it was like at least 30-40 years back also. So it was not like a kacha road, like not so refined, not very clear sand. The guru went first, right? So that he can take all the thorns from the path of the disciples. It was very, very inspiring. One devotee was sharing that they saw their Guru Maharaj's feet are covered with thorns. So the Guru, the Vaishnavas lead the way, they show the way, so that if we face so many thorns, we'll probably give up and say, okay, I'm not going to tread this path, right? The path which the pure devotees take is often full of thorns, right? Even the path of bhakti is like walking on a laser or walking on the razor's edge. So those who are those who are daring, they take this path. And that's what. But when we take the footsteps of Krishna and the devotees, then it becomes sweet, joyful. Struggles will be there, yes, but the struggles will become joyful. So therefore we are called Rupanugas, Prabhupada Anugas, Anugaman, Anusaran, following in the footsteps, taking inspiration. So let's see what they saw and what they spoke further. Text 27, anyone would like to read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read? Oh, okay, go ahead, Nityaṁ.
Thank you, Mataji. Tasya padani chaitani yatayanandassununa ansanyasta prakosthaya karino karinayakha. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The gopis said, here we see the footprints of some gopi who must have been walking along with the son of Nanda Maharaj. He must have put his arm on her shoulder, just as an elephant rests his trunk on the shoulder of an accompanying she-elephant. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Karina, your name is in this verse.
I was just saying that. I was saying how it means by the he elephant.
Well, I guess there are multiple meanings, but maybe this is one of them. You're in the pages of Bhagavatam, special soul. Karino, Karino, Karina. Interesting play of words here. So look at the gopis. They just by seeing the footprints, they're able to tell so much. Right? They're like the original detective, right? Like Mata Yashoda could tell by the footprints, and devotees often say, "Oh, like look, she's the original detective." They come to the crime scene and they all observe everything carefully, footprints and what is there and what's the position. So let's see what happens next. Yes, Anita, what you want to read?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you. Anayaradhito nunam Bhagwan Harir Ishvara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yam Anayadraha. Translation. Certainly, this particular gopi has perfectly worshipped the all-powerful personality of Godhead, Govinda, since he was so pleased with her that he abandoned the rest of us and brought her to a secluded place. Hare Krishna. Purport, do we read purport?
Yes, please, Mataji.
Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains that the word Aradhita refers to Srimati Radharani. He comments, the sage Sukdev Goswami has tried with all endeavor to keep her name hidden, but now it automatically shines forth from the moon of his mouth. That he has spoken her name is indeed her mercy, and thus the word Aradhita is like the rumbling of a kettle drum sounded to announce her great good fortune. Although the gopis spoke as if jealous of Srimati Radharani, they were actually ecstatic to see that she had captured Sri Krishna. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti quotes the following detailed description of Srimati Radharani's footprints as given by Srila Rup Goswami in his Sri Ujjwal Nilamani. At the base of the large toe of her left foot is the mark of a barley corn. Below that mark is a disc. Below the disc is an umbrella, and below the umbrella is a bracelet. A vertical line extends from the middle of her foot to the juncture of her large and second toes. At the base of the middle toe is a lotus. Below that is a flag with a banner, and below the flag is a creeper, together with a flower. At the base of her small toe is an elephant goad, and upon her heel is a half moon. Thus, there are 11 marks on her left foot. At the base of the large toe of her right foot is a conch shell, and below that a spear. At the base of the small toe of her right foot is a sacrificial altar, below that an earring, and below the earring a club. Along the base of the second, third, fourth, and small toes is the mark of a mountain, below which a chariot, and on the hill is a fish. Thus, altogether, there are 19 distinguishing marks on the soles of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Hey Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for reading this beautiful verse. We will meditate more on this verse because it's a special verse for all of us. Anyone has comments so far? Why is this verse special?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, usually Srimati Radha Rani's name is hidden. And this is, I think, one of the first time, or like, I think that's what I read, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is taking her name.
Anyone else has any other points?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Is it also because we just covered the lotus feet, the marks on the lotus feet of Krishna, and this talks about the marks of the lotus feet of Radharani in the purpose?
Okay, very nice. That's also a good point. So let's meditate on the marks on the lotus feet. How many marks are there on Krishna's lotus feet? Anyone recalls?
19 Prabhuji.
19. Wow, you got full points. And specifically, how many on the right feet of Krishna?
11 on the right, Prabhuji, 8 on the left.
Yes. So in Radharani's case, it's opposite. Easy to remember, right? So that means how many on the left?
11.
11. And on the right, 8. So total 19. And interestingly, all of them are very similar except for a few. Okay, let's first try to understand those. Okay, it will be a quiz. Barleycorn. So Krishna's right feet, Radharani's left feet. Let's compare. Krishna's right feet, Radharani's left feet. Barleycorn, is it there? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, you got 2 points. Second one for Laddu. Disc, yes, no? Yes, it's
Yeah.
there. Chakra, basically, right? Upward, Udhava Rekha, yes. Lotus, yes. Umbrella, yes. Elephant goat, yes. Flag, yes. By the way, I mean, it's here only, okay? So I'll do maybe something which may even help all of us just to compare, as we say, compare apples to apples, right? Okay. How about now? Better? In childhood, you used to do some like find the differences, in newspaper they used to come find 6 differences. Has anyone done that? I used to do that in newspaper, like I was like when I was like 8, 9 years old. So this is a good project for kids also, right? So you see all the up marks are pretty much the same. Disc, barleycorn, chakra, upward line, lotus, umbrella, elephant, goat, flag. So all these 7 are pretty much the same. The difference is in the bottom 4. So the half moon is on Krishna's left feet. Okay. Or sorry, this is the right feet of Radharani. This is the left one. So Krishna's right feet has half moon, right? Okay. So bracelet, flower, and creeper. Okay. Just are different. So I'll put this here for now. And then I'll bring Krishna's. And then I'll bring Krishna's which feet is this?
I think that's left Prabhuji.
Yes. So now comparing Krishna's left to Radharani's right. So they both have 8. Okay. Matsya, Shankha, same, right? But then there are a few different. Sacrificial altar, mountain, conch, conch is same. Earring, where is the earring? This one, right? Chariot, looks like this one. Spear, this one. Okay, so let's see some meanings also. Okay, the Sanskrit. Chatra, Ari, Ari, Mrigari, right? Ari means one which kills. So disc is one which, so chakra, Dvaja, Vali, twig, flower, twig, Pushpa. So Vali and Pushpa. So the twig and the Pushpa, both are there, right? Valiyan, jeweled bangle. This is the Valiyan. Padma, Urdhvarekha, Ankusha, elephant goad, Ardha Indu, half moon, Shakti, spear, Gada, club, this is a Gada. Syandanam, chariot, Syandanam, Vedi, altar, Kundala. Kundala is what? Earring. This is a Kundala. The peacock looks like. Parvata, mountain, Dharam, conch. So these are all the which we have read. Okay. So I don't see the detailed meaning, but it's a good meditation, right? It's a good meditation to meditate on Krishna's lotus feet, the 19 symbols, and the 19 symbols on Radharani's lotus feet as well. Let's see if there is meaning. Altogether 19 lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, so my dear friends, back to this verse. After understanding the symbols, the marks, this verse is very, very special. So please make a mental note of this 10.30.28, because you will find many people will tell you or ask you now or in future. This was actually, as you know, even in the past history, a big topic that why is Radharani worshipped with Krishna? Her name is not even there in the Bhagavatam, right? And we know this was a big topic. There were many people in Jaipur also. There was a big debate held in like almost 300-400 years back. And who was Panchalali? Who was that person who wrote Govinda Bhashya, right? Yes. There was a big debate, and then Baldev Vidyabhushan was sent by his guru to represent the Vaishnava culture, the Gaudiya Vaishnava culture, because the point was that there were a group of so-called Vaishnavas or a sect of Vaishnava. They said only, okay, we worship only Krishna. Even till date, you will find many temples where they will worship Krishna alone, which is not the mood of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So then he alone went, and then he had no tika, he had no like commentary and stuff. And he said, well, We don't need a commentary. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the commentary by the author himself, Vyasadeva. But he said, no, we cannot accept this. We want a commentary. He said, okay, I'll get the commentary tomorrow or in a few days. He said, but now how is it's going to manifest? It's no easy thing. Like, imagine like writing commentary. But words of a pure devotee, Kṛṣṇa speaks to the words of the mouth of the pure devotee. And then Kṛṣṇa personally came and dictated him. And therefore he named the commentary as Govinda Bhashya, spoken by Govinda. And then no one could refute it. It was so crystal clear, all the Shastra, all the crux of all the scriptures. So Radharani's name, is secretively mentioned in this verse. One of the only verses where Radharani's is mentioned is there. Why? Why did Shukdev Goswami not mention elaborately? Like Krishna's name is mentioned so many times, Radharani, Krishna's pastime, killing Putana, killing Bakasur, Agasur, so many. Why? This question may come. Any thoughts? There is some hint in the purport. Anyone? Shukdev Goswami, reading from the purport, tried with all endeavor to keep her name hidden. Right? It's in the purport. Shukdev Goswami tried with all endeavor to keep her name hidden. Why? Because Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam was spoken on an emergency ground, practically, right? Like similar to Gita. Gita was spoken in 48 minutes on a battlefield. Bhagavatam was spoken to Parikshit Maharaj on an emergency place where he had only 7 days left. And Shukdev Goswami was trying to hide his spiritual ecstasies, as we were learning in the other text also. Sometimes a devotee may go in bhava in a different stage and 5 days may pass. These are devotees, these are Mahabhagavat Vaishnava, Sadguru, Shukdev Goswami, Sat Shishya, Parikshit. If they speak, the word Radha, they could go in ecstasy just by speaking the word. These are pure devotees. So he was trying to hide the spiritual ecstasies. That's the reason. People these days may cheaply take Radharani's name or may use, in not so spiritual light sometimes. But Shukdev Goswami is holding. A devotee wants to not publicly display his spiritual ecstasies, even if it exists. Even Prabhupada, very rarely he displayed publicly his higher spiritual ecstasies. So this verse is important, very important, and probably we all should memorize this. It's not hard either. If someone says, where is Radharani's name mentioned in the Bhagavatam? Here it's mentioned. Anyaradhito nunam bhagavan harir ishvaraha yanno vihaya govinda prito yam anyad raha. Anya aradhita. So Radha, there are multiple meanings. One meaning is who is always worshipping Krishna perfectly. Aradhita. Aradhita. Aradhana. Today I shared this word. Aradhana nam api sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param. सभी आराधनाओं में श्रेष्ठ है विष्णु और कृष्णा की आराधना. And aradhana means complete, perfect worship. So, Anya Radhita Nunam. Certainly, Bhagavan Haririshvaraha, this gopi, this special gopi. So, Anya Radhita, basically, it continues from the previous verse. Anya, this by her, Nunam, certainly, Anya Aradhita is being perfectly worshipped. So, the gopis are not envious of Radharani. This is a transcendental sulkiness here, or man, as we were discussing the other day also. So, transcendental sulkiness is different from material envy. In the material world, if someone gets a promotion and I don't get, or the other person doesn't get, there is some sort of envy, right? Or some sort of, in most people, there is some sort of, oh, why? We may say, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Oh, wow. Inside, hey, he's not doesn't work as hard as me. He's not as bright as me. Why did he get? Why did I not get? So the gopis are genuinely glorifying the good fortune. Oh, so great is Radharani, such a perfect worshipper of the Supreme Lord Govinda. Since the Lord was so pleased with her, Prito Yam, Anya Raha, right? Janno Vihaya Govinda. So he rejected us. In a transcendental sulkiness here, no material envy exists amongst the gopis. So basically glorifying Radharani. And what does Radharani do? Radharani doesn't think, oh, I'm the best. Radharani, why do we worship Radharani? Of course, multiple reasons, but one reason is that Radharani is like a mother, our spiritual mother, our mother. She thinks, she feels that this devotee is better than me. This Karina Mataji is very, very sincere. This Vedai Mataji is very, very sincere. This Manjulali Priya, oh, so sincere. Oh, Shital Mataji, very sincere. Oh, Kṛṣṇa, you please accept them. And Kṛṣṇa is handpicked. If Radharani says, then Kṛṣṇa cannot say no, right? Because the mother says, hey, you have to do this. Kṛṣṇa being Kṛṣṇa cannot say no. Kṛṣṇa says, hey, look, even in japa, he's multitasking, he's thinking of so many things. At least he's doing the japa. How many people are doing japa? Radharani says. Oh, look, he comes for Mangal Aarti once in a blue moon. He is coming at least once to say. Saal mein ek baar aaya to say, right? He said Mangal Aarti in japa, in Bhagavatam, he sometimes sleeps in the class. Oh, look, he's attending Bhagavatam. How many people attend Bhagavatam class? So Radharani's mother, mother cannot see bad in their children, right? Sometimes, right? So merciful, right? Only seeing good, only seeing the positive and pushing us towards Kṛṣṇa. That's Radharani. So the gopis are glorifying the good fortune of Srimati Radhika. They spoke as if jealous or like transcendental man, but actually they were ecstatic. Because what is the mood of a pure devotee? What does Hanuman want? What is Sundarkanda primarily? Right? To bring Ram and Sita together. That is the purpose of Hanuman. Is it not? To unite Mother Sita with Sri Rama. Is it not? Right? All of you have heard Ramayana. And that's the whole journey of Sundarkand. He goes and searches. And therefore it's so Sundar. Right? There are multiple reasons why it's so Sundar, but that's the reason. That and highlights the mood of a devotee. So even in sometimes this transcendental envy or transcendental mana sweetens the rasa. Right? Like separation makes love go fonder, right? So this transcendental rasas which the other gopis may sometimes exhibit is only for one purpose, to unite Radha and Krishna. So actually they are very ecstatic. They're so happy. A devotee, ultimately they're all servants of Sri Radhika and Sri Krishna, right? So a servant is happy in the service of the master. A devotee enjoys in being enjoyed by the master, right? Like the example is given, the driver enjoys in serving the master properly. It was like $100,000 car. So the driver is also enjoying that comfortable ride if he is properly serving the master. But if he says, oh no, I'll consider this as my car, I can just go anywhere and do what I want, forget about the master, then it becomes a problem. Then he'll be not be able to even drive anymore. So the gopis are very, very ecstatic. Very, very ecstatic. Why? Because their Sri Radha and Krishna are together. Sita and Ram are together. So Hanuman will be happy, right? So let's meditate on this verse and try to memorize it. Anya, now we got the meanings also. Anya, aradhito nunam, right? That special gopi who is perfectly worshipping Krishna, certainly. Bhagavan Hari Ishvaraha. Simple words, Bhagavan. We all know, possessor of six opulences, the Supreme Lord. Hari is known as Hari, Har lete hain. Ishvara, we all know this word. Yanno, Vihaya Govinda. Yanno Vihaya. He has rejected us. Vihaya. He has rejected us. Prito Yam Anyad Rahaha. He was so pleased with her that he abandoned the rest of us and brought her to a secluded place. So sometimes this may happen, the spiritual master may want to talk to one of his disciples in a secluded place. Could happen, right? Or in a private meeting, let's say. Could happen, yes. And the other God brothers, let's say in a God family. You're all in a God family. The Guru comes. We all have one Guru, let's say, for example. The Guru says, oh, Ravi Prabhu, I am very pleased with you. I would like to meet you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Can you please come? I'm very, very happy with you. I want to share something special. In a materialistic environment, what will happen? Envy will come, right? Usko kyun bulaya? Mere ko kyun nahi bulaya? Right? Agar boss, right? Imagine in this company, Ravi Prabhu, I am very happy with your work. I want to meet you tomorrow for some special discussion. And we are all co-workers, imagine. Externally, we may say, oh, very nice, but internally, usko kyun bulaya? Maybe he'll give special bonus, maybe he'll give special promotion, maybe he'll make the GM, right? That's what majority of the people will experience in a material environment. Technically, that's what is happening, right? But now, if you change it to a spiritual environment, the Guru says, I'm very happy with your service, with your this, with your that. I want to meet you tomorrow for something special. Other Vaishnavas, other God brothers should feel inspiration, not start perspiration. Usko kyo kiya? should feel inspiration. Wow, I should also try to follow in the footsteps of Ravi Prabhu. I'm so happy for him. I'm genuinely happy that he is able to serve Guru in such. He's very sincere. He's very dear. He's doing a lot more. I should also try to understand how to properly serve, how to learn the Vaishnava etiquette, how to do the things which will please Guru, so I can also not in the mood of envy, so I can take his position. I can also become Radharani. That's not the mood, but we are following the footsteps. We can never become like the Gopis, but we are following in the footsteps of the Gopir Bhartur Pad Kamalayor Das 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 Anudas. So you see, there is a big difference in the material and the spiritual. Envy has no place in spiritual circle. If we are envious of anyone, we will keep repeating Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Envy has no place, no vacancy. Envy. Spiritual world में envy. Envy is something which cannot be used. काम, क्रोध, लोभ सब यूज हो सकता है भक्ति में. It's a verse also. We can use kama to have spiritual desires rather than having material desires. Kama to krodha bhakta dveshi jana. जो हनुमान जी ने क्रोध किया रावण पे, लंका पे, right? Very carefully we can utilize. Kama means lust. काम को प्रेम में develop कर सके, right? We can lobha, hankering, we can develop spiritual hankering, but envy is something which has to be ripped apart. And it's the last to go. I was hearing a class last few days on envy. Envy cannot be used. And envy is so subtle that the mind will say, no, I'm not envious. We may do some actions grossly or subtly also, and we may justify ourselves also that I'm not envious, I'm just doing it for their benefit, or I'm doing it for the... Sincere people don't justify their improper conduct. Rather, they take responsibility. Yes, I do have envy, and I will work on it. Rather than trying to justify, be honest and try to rectify, rather than trying to justify. We should focus on rectifying it. Anya Radhita. So that is the spiritual meaning. So the gopis are very, very happy. But transcendentally, it may seem that they're talking out of envy, but there is no envy. It is just to enhance the relationship. Any thoughts or comments so far? Is it all like connecting, or like how is it landing? Any questions, thoughts, comments? Okay, let's memorize this verse 10, 30, 28. Okay, so let's use all our body, mind, and words. Body by seeing and writing and whatever way you want to do. Mind by trying to, sink and go deeper in our heart and our words. So let's first recite a few times by seeing, and then we'll try to recite without seeing. Please, anyone would like to recite? Lump sum, most words are for the most part, everyone is clear with most words. Okay, yes, Ravi Prabhu, and then Vedahi or Sheetal Mataji.
Okay. 10, 30, 28. Anyaradhito nunam Bhagavan Haririshwarah Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yaman Yadaraha.
Very nice. Let's do line by line division also a little bit. So in the first line, there is mention of Radharani. In the second line, there's mention of Lord, Supreme Lord, 3 words referring Kṛṣṇa. Bhi, All three words are referring Krishna. Bhagavan, Hari, Ishvaraha. Nice. So the first line, there is mention of Radharani, right? Anya Radhita Nunam. Certainly, there is none other than that special gopi, Anya Radhita Nunam. Now, the third line talks about the other gopis. What has happened to them? Basically, unko chhod diya. Transcendentally, right? For that moment, they're saying, oh, alas, our bad fortune, right? Yanno vihaya Govinda. That Govinda hame chhod diya, rejected us. Then what did he do? Where is he? Prito yam anyad raha. Raha means solitary place. So he is with that person. So basically, Radha and Krishna, where are they? They are in the solitary place with that anyad. Anya, Anya, two Anyas, referring to whom? That Anya, that special gopi who has done. So in this one, special worship, in this she has pleased. Prito yam anyad raha. Does make sense? So Radharani, first line. Krishna, Bhagavan, Hari, Ishvara. So the gopis' misfortune in the third line, and then the first and the second line combined. Where are they? Oh, they are where? So that Govinda who rejected us brought her. Anayat. Pritaha, Prito Yam, Anyat Raha. So that Govinda brought her or led her, that Anya, to a special secluded place. Is it okay? Now the 4 lines broken down. Okay, yes, Vedi, one more time.
Hare Krishna. Anayaradhito nunam Bhagavan Haririshwaraha Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yam Anayadaraha. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. This verse has 4 names of Krishna himself, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you chant Bhagavatam verses, it's like this includes Nama Kirtan, Leela Kirtan, Guna Kirtan. We are learning about gopis, we are learning about Radha Krishna, we are learning about their activities, we are learning different names, right? Very nice, we recited. Anyone else? And then the next round will begin. So get ready. Yes, Karina.
Anayaradhito nunam Bhagavan Harir Ishvara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Pritoya Manayaraha. Hare Krishna.
Excellent. Now what we'll do, we'll write it, right? Because writing is very powerful. Okay? So if you have paper, pen, or any notepad or whatnot, use it, right? So what was the first line, right? You remember what was the first line? Talks about Radharani. Who remembers?
Anya Aradhita
Anya,
Radhita
Aradhita,
Nunam.
Adhito, Adhita or To? Nuna. Let me double check. Aradhito. So talks about the
Bhagavan
Śrīmati.
Haririshwara
Yeah, we'll recite, Mother. We'll go step by step.
Yanno Vihaya.
Yeah, Shramataji, you were unmuted and we could hear you. That's how you are nicely practicing.
Oh,
So
okay, Prabhuji.
first line talks about Radharani Anya Radhito Nunam, right? The second line talks about Krishna with 3 words used. Anyone recalls what were the 3 words?
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Bhagavan Harira Ishvara.
Wow, Shruti Dhar. Bhagavan, Hari,
हरीर ईश्वर
हरि ओके, संधि हो गया हरि और ईश्वर का। हरि ही that becomes Harir Ishwarah. Ishwarah Paramakrishna. Okay, so Radharani, first line, second line, and by the way, this verses, which anyone recalls the number, 10.30.20.
28.
So indirect mention of Radharani. We should know this verse because there are not many verses in the whole 18,000 verses. This verse is special. Anyaradito nunam Bhagavan Haririshwaraha. अब third line में क्या है? What happens? Anyone? Few words you recall?
I do, Prabhuji. May I?
Okay, we'll give Karina a chance.
Yanno Vihaya Govinda.
Yanno Vihaya. Vihaya means what? Rejected, right? So what happens in this line?
गोविंदा ने reject किया.
Yeah, he has rejected us. Krishna, no one rejects anyone, but this is a transcendental leela, right? You have to understand. Yanno Vihaya Govinda. और फिर क्या हुआ? What happened in the fourth line? The Radha and Krishna are there in a secluded place. Who remembers some words? Okay, if you don't remember all words, you remember the word raha, secluded place.
Yamana Yada Raha. The last two words of the sentence of the phrase.
Anya.
I think it's Anya.
Anno Yad
Anya.
Yamana Yad Raha.
So yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
she pleased
There's
that.
three too.
She pleased Govinda. Therefore, Govinda brought her to a special place. So, and also we can understand if we please Govinda, Govinda will take us to a special place. Where? Govinda's? Kalachandji's? Not the restaurant Govinda. Of course, that's also very nice, but we're talking about back home, back to Godhead, right? And that's the goal of life, to please Krishna, right? If Krishna is happy, yasmin tushte jagat tushte. Prito yam, so that's the critical word. Prito yam anyad, anyad, le aaye unko. Anyad raha. Prito yam. Okay? Prito yam. Anyad raha. Now I think you all have memorized it. I feel very confident. Let's see. Who wants to recite? Okay, I'll try first. Anyaradhito nunam Bhagavan Haririshvaraha Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yam Anyadraha. Haribo. Anyone else wants to try? Who has memorized a special verse for Radharani, for Krishna, for Gopis and their transcendental rasa? Yes, Karina. And then Sheetal Mataji. All the Shrutidhars are raising hand. Please try, don't worry. Even if you have one word here, there, it's okay. Let's try.
Anayaradito nunam Bhagavan Harir Ishvara Yanna Vihaya Govinda.
Prito.
Yam Anayad Raha.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, Sheetal Mataji, then Vedi, then Shruma Mataji.
अन्याराधितो नूनं भगवान् हरिरईश्वर यन्नो विहाय गोविन्द प्रीतो यमन्यद्दरः.
Beautiful. Mataji, you can memorize one verse every day. It's like with this speed. In 5 minutes you did, right?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Vedi.
Hare Krishna. An Anya Radita Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwara
Yan
Yanno Vidhaya Govinda
Rito
Prito. I forgot the next word.
Rito Yam Yam. Sorry.
Prito
Rito
Yam.
Yam
Prito Yam.
Anyad Raha.
Anyadraha.
Beautiful. Yes, Shri Mataji.
Anyaradhato Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwaraha Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yamanayadraha.
Haribol. Wonderful. Manjulali, you want to try? Who else? Anyone else wants? Manjulali, you want? Yeah, please.
Anya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yam Anayat Raha.
Vibhava. Very nice. Or कोई रह गया? Wants to try?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Aap or and then Anita Mataji. Then everyone will be covered, right?
अन्योराधिकानूनम् भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः यन्नो विहाय गोविन्दः प्रीतो यन्नो रः. The third word is Prito Yan.
Anyad Raha.
Prito Anyadraha. Prito Yam Anyadraha.
Very nice. You can do some expressions also, so you'll remember like this, right? Anya,
Yes, Prabhuji.
like His Holiness Bhakti Mark Swami Maharaj does when it comes Hare, Hare, he does like Hare. No, Hare is rather, sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, right? So we can do like, so first line is Anyo Radito Nunam. Anya Radito Nunam. So basically,
Nunam.
blessing, right? Then Bhagavan Harir Ishwaraha, referring to Krishna. Then third line, Yanno Vihaya, Tyag Diya Hai, right? Gopis are feeling that separation. Yanno Vihaya Govinda, Bhagavan and Hari. Then what happens? Prito Yam Anyad Rahaha. Okay? Yes, Anita Mataji. And then we'll pause for tonight.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Anyo aradhito nunam Bhagwan Harir Ishvara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Rito Yam Anyad Raha.
नीचे लिखा हुआ माता जी
नहीं इधर कॉपी में इधर लिखा हुआ था
अच्छा
उधर दिखा नहीं.
Very nice, excellent. Yes, Shri Mataji, you have a hand raised. You wanted to say something.
Oh, Prabhuji, yeah, my hand was raised from before, but I wanted to add that I think I'm remembering it correctly that this verse has a photo, like a beautiful painting in the Kṛṣna book. And under the painting, there is this translation, that the one that we read. It's written there.
Please share. That will be beautiful. Please share with the group also.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So we'll meditate on this, right? So this is a goal of our life, to unite Radha Krishna too. And so the focus of this verse is never have envy, right? That's a lesson for a sadhaka, right? Don't have envy with anyone in material, spiritual circle, whatnot. But rather we should feel happy in others' success in material life and in spiritual life, genuinely. And take inspiration. Inspiration is not wrong. In material life and spiritual, we can take. Oh, what is that person doing special? So I can also try to follow in the footsteps. So I can also become equally dear to Krishna, equally dear to Guru, right? If someone is getting extra mercy, that means they must be, like let's say Gauranga Prabhu is getting extra mercy, he's doing something special, right? So we cannot expect that, hey, why I'm not getting that chance? Like, okay, you try to follow his footsteps, and maybe in someday you'll also get, right? Rather than becoming envious of him. Hmm? So we should take the lessons and follow the footsteps of great souls and Prito Yam. Prito Yam. If we please Krishna, he'll take us to a secluded place. This material world is not our home. This is a hotel, right? It's temporary. Hotel kitna bhi acha ho, 7-star ho, we don't feel at home there, right? Our home is there, up, back home, back to Godhead, a real home. There are real mother, father, husband, wife. Krishna is there, and he's waiting. When will my child come back? Hmm. So let's meditate. Let's recite this few times more. Before you go to bed, try 1 or 2 times. If after waking up tomorrow, try 1 or 2 times. Otherwise, we'll forget, But if you keep this verse close for the next 1 week, that means recite every day 5-10 times. It takes only 10 seconds, right? It doesn't take a lot to recite this verse. But if we recite this verse every day, we will not forget it. And just to enhance our meditation, thank you, Rama Mataji. She has shared this beautiful, beautiful picture as well. When Krishna suddenly abandoned the gopis at the start of the ras dance, they searched for him, and that's a whole chapter. When they saw he had taken Srimati Radharani with him, they concluded Sri Krishna would not leave Sri Radharani's company. She must have served him with great love, greater love than we did. So that's a mood of a other, like one god brought towards the other. Hey, why did he get special recognition? Why did he get special position? Usko you should never feel, oh, I gave also donation. Why they didn't announce my name, right? You should never feel like that. I also did service. Why they didn't announce mine? Why didn't they say Hari Bol for me? Right? No. Rito Yam. Right? They're special. We should say they're special to Krishna. And we can meditate on this beautiful painting in the Krishna book and remember that verse. Anyaradita Nunam Bhagavan Harir Ishvaraha Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yam Anyad Raha, sacred special place. So we'll also go to sacred special place, back home, back to Godhead. If we also give up envy, keep chanting Hare Krishna, and keep serving, then certainly that special place will wait for all of us, is waiting for all of us. So any closing thoughts, comments? Anyone? So we went a little over, but special verse. So and I hope you all memorized also. So thank you for your time. We'll continue. Actually, Monday I won't be able to take because there's something, but I'll post. So Monday there won't be a class. but we'll continue on Friday. Okay. And this month only I have Tuesdays and Thursdays busy, but next month I won't have Tuesdays and Thursdays busy, so we can do more often. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta-vrinda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.